Well, I wanted to do one of my little discipleship thoughts videos on commitment. So that's a big deal to me. You know, after church planting in outside Washington, D.C., in a high cost area where it takes a lot of money to even be able to live, the median income was very high compared to the national average in Montgomery County, as well as in trying to reach that area and live in that area, also having a job, being bivocational, at one point running 5 small groups in a week because we just didn't have enough leaders and teachers at that point to be able to cover all the growth in the church. And so had 5 small groups in 1 week, Bible studies and whatever, running all of that, as well as an operations manager at the financial firm I was working at. And by the time I became an IT director over 4 firms there were times where I had to work through the night for days, like go 3 nights and 4 days nonstop working as a server. I had to bring it back up during tax season, or literally take care of any kind of issues with the systems going down over a weekend. Well, every single church anniversary, it seemed like every single church anniversary, I would have to work through Friday night, Saturday night, and into Sunday morning. I wouldn't even sleep every single year. I would go straight into church, do whatever I had to do as far as services. In the beginning, I had 2 services, one in the morning, one in the evening. I'd lead both of them. And then later, it was just one in the morning because we grew to our morning service. And I'd have to do both services sometimes until we had another couple that did the Sunday night service for a little while. And I would set up and tear down, drive the van, drive home, and go back to work on that same Sunday of the church anniversary after whatever event we had, or meal or balloon launch, and just work into the night again. And that happened every year. That's commitment. Commitment is keeping your agreements. If you make agreements and you say, I'm going to do something, you do it. And right now, just this week, we've had a real challenge with commitment because, honestly, Lori would love to be here at the food bank with me, but she can't be here. She has a cold and a fever. Malachi has a fever. The girls are under the weather. We're not sure if they've got the cold yet and the fever. I don't have the fever, but Sunday I was attacked by the pit bull that's across the road, the neighbor's house. That's a whole other video. You'll have to watch it. I'll reference it here, but even though I was attacked by the pit bull and I've got, I sprained my hip or whatever, my wrist is killing me, and my leg is, of course, bit, which it didn't get bad, but it's bruised. There's a huge softball-sized bruise on my leg from it just getting to me. The truth is that I can't stop because I made an agreement to be here at the food bank. Even though I could just say, hey guys, we'll try it when we get back or whatever from South Carolina, or we do this other event and then we'll come back and do it. It's not like that. These are people, they're relationships, they're family. When I make an agreement, I keep my agreement. So even though I can't stay long, and even though I'm hurting, even though I don't feel good, even though my kids are at home and I need to take care of my wife and family because they have fevers, I'm going to come here and keep my agreement, love on some folks, build relationship, do what's necessary to let them know that I'm in it, make sure everybody's covered, and then head on back to take care of my family, which is also my covenant. I keep my commitments. My girls know this. I keep my promises at all costs. If I make a promise, which I don't make promises lightly, I'm going to find a way to keep that promise, including building a playhouse through the night. So they've seen me do that with headlamps on, so that I kept my promise and built it before their birthdays this year. You'll see that playhouse in some videos. Keep your promises, dads. Keep your promises, keep your agreements, keep your covenants, keep your marriage covenant, and be a person that's committed. I challenge you to be a committed person. It's the only way to go. It makes it so that you can be trusted and you make your life, your house, and everything else safe. And I know there are times we just can't make it, but by the grace of God, God can give you the strength to keep going on. It's like this ring I wear on my finger. From back when I was sick, I put it on because the doctor told me to wear something to remind me not to pick my kids up. He said that it wasn't a good idea because I drop them like I used to, because my brain had issues in it. It would forget to grab and hold. My left hand would just go out. It's Philippians 4:13. It says, all things through Christ my strength, right there on that ring. All things through Christ my strength. We are committed people, folks. Believers are committed people. We're committed to Jesus. We're committed to our communities. We're committed to our families. Number 2, to Jesus. We're committed to our work. We're committed. Let's be committed. Let's be committed. Let's go all the way. So I want to encourage you today. And I tell you, the great thing is even in the middle of it, he will give you the most joy as you stay committed, because you'll be in his adventure. And I'll tell you what will happen. You'll end up seeing him do something. You'll go, oh, that's why I had to be here. So I'm probably going to get on this and tell you why I had to be here in just a few minutes when I get back. But there you go.